Yo, what's up, team? Your boy J3 is back in the building.
And the gentleman to his right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, long day.
Yeah. Knox, baby.
What's up, bro? We got another death battle to get to. And it's black on black crime.
They just had to do it, man.
It had to be done, though.
They had to do it.
They've been really trying to slide away from having two black heroes going head up. Now it's time to do that thing. We got Miles Morales.
Who's that?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Versus.
Who?
Static Shock.
Who that?
I'll put a shock to your system. Static Shock, y'all. So,
Damn.
do you know anything about these two characters?
I know a little bit about Static Shock. I mean, I used to watch the cartoon in the morning. Did he have a comic book too?
Yeah.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Nah,
Milestone's comic.
I was just kind of privy to the cartoon, and then I know of Miles Morales, and I knew that Childish Gambino wanted to play Miles Morales, and
Too damn old.
I don't know any of their feats though.
That's where Death Battle comes into play.
Yes.
So now we're going to learn a little something about him. I know something about him. I know who Miles Morales is. I've never been a big fan of Miles Morales. I am a Peter Parker, Ben Reilly, Spider-Man fan.
Oh, okay. You don't
hands
like
down.
You don't like diversity. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I always felt that with the character, if you was going to make another character and you was going to make him black, come up with a new one. Don't just make him Spider-Man so I can feed into it because he's Spider-Man.
I agree 100%.
But that has changed when Into the Spider-Verse came out. I really enjoyed that movie, and I want to see what they're going to do with the character Miles Morales. Static Shock was a cartoon that we all grew up watching, Kids WB, and Static Shock was that cartoon that you watched before Zeta, and there were two shows that weren't Batman and Superman adventures, but it had the same animation, so it had to do until Soul Train came on. So, so it was kind of like, all right, we're gonna watch this. But let's see what
I thought it was cool that they had Miles Morales in that Spider-Man game, though.
Okay, yeah.
I thought it was
Somebody
cool
told me
that
about
they
that.
had
I never finished that last. Well, he was in the game, but I got spoiled. Shout out to Jonathan for that. Because I never finished the third downloadable content DLC, and they show a little something in there at the very end of that. So now I gotta go back and play Spider-Man to finish that downloadable content. I didn't finish it. Anyway, so let's get into this death battle, bro. Before I click this though, who you got just off of the names?
I'm gonna say Miles Morales. I don't feel that after seeing the cartoon with Static Shock, he didn't really have any impressive abilities other than taking a damn sewer thing and flying on it.
Yeah.
And then wasn't he always getting wrecked by his villain?
Yeah,
With the fire?
Yeah, Rubber Band Man had him.
Yeah. So he ain't really impressed me. So
Okay.
going in there blind, I'm going with Morales.
Alright. I just have something with electricity, something that can electrocute you. I'm gonna go with Static on that. Black on black crime for real. Alright, let's get into this shit.
Are they from the same area too? Like East Coast, New York or something?
Nah, Virgil's from up north. I think North Dakota.
Hell no.
Yeah, he is a New Yorker. Anyway, I'm gonna stick with Static for now. Let's go.
Hey Wiz, you know what time it is? Thanks to our sponsor, it's Miller time! You too can chill out with a delicious Miller Lite. Nothing simpler than taking a break from the internet to share some suds with your buds.
Frankly, it sounds like a
Then
good
make it
time
sure.
to debate this matchup.
Adults.
Or if we, get the victor right. When there's a great tasting 96-calorie Miller Lite, friends should always come before followers.
Here's to the original light beer, the original social media.
I don't think
It's
I ever
Miller
really had a
time.
Miller Lite.
Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per ounce.
I want Miller Lite now.
I know.
It worked. You got me.
Throughout the Earths of Marvel and DC Comics, there are hundreds, no thousands of superheroes saving the day. But what if I told you there were even more across the multiverse?
Oh, great, as if we don't have enough to keep track of already.
Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of Marvel's Earth number 1610.
And Static, the electric genius from DC's Dakotaverse. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
If he ain't black, I don't know what he
I
is.
thought they were gonna do a live
At
action
first
movie
glance,
of
the
Static.
world of Earth 1610
Like
isn't
Jaden
so
Smith
different
or
from our own. But look closer and you'll find Coca Soda instead of Coca-Cola, PDNY officers instead of NYPD.
And a hamburger and fries can cost $30,000 goddamn dollars.
But perhaps the greatest difference in this so-called Ultimate Universe was that Peter Parker, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, was dead.
Enter Miles Morales. He was your typical kid from Brooklyn and didn't have much to worry about except his overbearing mom and dad. Hey kid, appreciate your folks while you have them. You never know when they're gonna pull a surprise Uncle Ben.
Well, Miles spent most of his time with his more laid-back Uncle Aaron, who turned out to be a secret supercriminal.
Totally relatable. Anyway, during one of his heists into a secret lab, Aaron accidentally scooped up a spider. The next time Miles visited, the spider got loose and, you know what happens.
But his dad's black?
Yeah. He's
And his mom's
Puerto
Latina?
Rican.
This spider carried the genetic enhancing Oz formula.
Why
Yet
the
another
hell he
attempt to
got his
recreate
mom's last
Captain
name
America's infamous super soldier serum. It had previously transformed Peter Parker into the first
I
Spider-Man.
don't know.
Wait a minute, who came up with the idea to store the super serum in a freaking spider?
Scientists can be weird sometimes.
Maybe next time put it in something that can't walk away. It's got 8 legs. That's like 4 times more walking power.
Sure. Either way, with his new powers, Miles donned red and black to become the ultimate Spider-Man.
As the newest spider lad on the block, he does whatever a spider can. He's super strong, super fast, and has the overpowered super radar, the spider sense.
After meeting Peter's Aunt May, Miles took up the classic web shooters, complete with multiple types of long to short range webbing.
Yet another tool that would be perfect for snagging a beer from the fridge without leaving the couch.
Boomstick, he was a teenager.
Different universe, different drinking laws, right? And also, like Peter, he can stick to walls. You know, spider style.
Yes, like some spiders, Miles can control his body's interatomic attraction, essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter, this subatomic electron manipulation gave Miles a few extra moves of his own.
Yeah, the kid's got electric powers. He can zap people with a quick touch, fire off massive explosions, and even turn invisible. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
This Venom Sting can even take out the Ultimate Universe's Electro, a being literally made of electricity. But Miles didn't just shock him,
That ain't
he
fair.
disrupted Electro's own charge. Similar to a miswiring sending too much electricity in one direction and shorting out your computer when somebody forgot to plug it into the surge protector.
Wiz, you know I don't believe in protection for anything. It's going in raw.
Anyway, as the new Spider-Man, Miles obviously had a lot to live up to. After his Uncle Aaron died in front of him,
Ha! Told you somebody would pull a Ben!
Miles pushed past the heartache. He persisted, living up to Peter's ideals, and eventually stepped out of his shadow to be Spider-Man in a
You
way
seen that movie?
only he could.
Oh yeah, what's up, Danger?
Kept falling
He can
asleep
blast
on it.
apart a building-sized monster and survived being slammed around by the giant Cassie Lang. That's Ant-Man's daughter.
He's smart enough to hack military drones and quick enough to destroy an alien device in a microsecond. Essentially, he needed to open and close a portal in an impossibly short time frame to prevent an alien force from invading. It's a long story.
Point is, he's super fast. With his spider sense, he can react to things before they even happen. He's super tough, too. He even survived being caught in this giant super collider exploding.
Measuring the size of this hole using real-world maps of New York and solving for fragmentation, we know this explosion must have been equivalent to about 222 tons of TNT.
Sure, that's not technically canon to the comics, but guys, main series Spider-Man has done way crazier things. I mean, he has the same powers, and Miles has even beat the crap out of him. Classic Pete can bench press 130 tons, use his spider sense to dodge beams of light, and ripped apart Doc Ock's robo-arms, which once survived a 2-kiloton nuclear explosion. So I'd say the Super Collider feat checks out.
Unfortunately, Miles' electric powers can tire him out, and his spider sense does not protect him automatically, serving more as an alarm or proximity sensor.
But the youngins proved himself to be the best successor a Spider-Man could ever want, and more. He even got pulled into the main Marvel timeline when they blew up the Ultimate Universe. Miles Morales is truly one of the greats.
Don't wash your mouth. Wash the hands.
Goosebumps.
Despite growing up in the most crime-filled neighborhood of Dakota
Gangbangers.
City,
What's up?
Virgil Hawkins was a pretty chill guy.
He spent his time playing D&D, reading comics, typical nerd stuff. But he had one major problem, the classic sitcom bully. No teenage story is complete without it.
During school, he was frequently harassed by local gang leader Francis Stone. Virgil's only refuge was one of his few friends, Larry Wade.
Larry convinced Virgil there was only one way to get rid of Francis for good. Join his own gang and pack some heat. Things got, pretty intense, and Virgil wasn't having any of it. It was time
what
to
you
bail
doing
like
for?
DC Comics on their cinematic universe.
But the damage was already done. The police arrived and let loose a massive canister of what seemed to be tear gas, but wasn't.
Yeah, this grape-looking mist was actually some experimental shit. It was supposed to tag each gang member so the cops could track them down later, but it was actually laced with radioactive quantum juice, which killed almost everybody. I hate it when that happens.
Luckily, Virgil was one of the few who survived, but the
I like that
quantum
version.
juice still had an effect.
You could say he was shocked to find out what it did.
Yes, he began to develop electromagnetic powers. Before this, Virgil always felt out of his league, but now he was in a league of his own and became the superhero Static.
Hell yeah! With these new powers, the guy was unstoppable. He could blow shit up with electric bolts quick as lightning, make explosion balls called Nova Bombs, and taser people with punches to the face.
Right, but he's not just good at shocking people. Static can alter the electron attraction of any object or surface. He can erect extremely durable electromagnetic force fields that block most attacks. He can even move metal around like a hip young Magneto.
And slip metal under his feet to take to the sky. His favorite ride is the Static Saucer, a giant frisbee that doubles as a shield and buzzsaw. Think about it. Don't you wish your car could literally cut through traffic?
Obviously, turning superhuman overnight caught Virgil a bit off guard, but after a few speed bumps, he became a well-regarded superhero throughout the city of Dakota, even teaming up with fellow heroes like Icon and Rocket.
Icon and Rocket? Come on, where's Batman and Wonder Woman?
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC. Their characters, including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse. Then a guy named Dharma gained cosmic power and accidentally blew everything up, sending Static into the main DC timeline. It's really not too complicated. I've actually been working on a device to peer into
Need to get on
alternate
Icon
timelines,
soon.
but unfortunately it's still
Superman in that
me.
universe.
Button! Well now, old chap, what were we discussing but a moment ago?
Oh, sight, don't you know? Let's figure out who got wins a fatality kerfuffle.
Yes, I'm mad as hops. Let's begin, my fellow Ultra Cupidarian.
I regret everything.
Oh, do it again!
No! I'm sure that's fine.
Well, no matter the universe, Static was always one-upping himself. He learned how to see ultraviolet light and how to make people glow. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
That would be his ability to detect bioelectric auras. Static can also create power-draining plasma coils, disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower or heal himself by draining energy from outside sources.
He can literally reattach his severed arm with shock power. I'm not even joking! Look at this! Since when could electricity do that?
Clearly, Static has a lot of power at his beck and call.
He can survive building-sized kabooms, lift hundreds of tons, and once turned this huge chunk of ice into slush in just a couple seconds.
Based on the size of the ice and the required change in temperature for such a feat, Static must have output energy equal to 180 tons of TNT.
He's quick enough to intercept lasers confirmed to be beams of actual light, which is pretty darn fast.
And in the cartoon, he actually shoved some quantum juice in some lockers and launched them out of orbit. These are typical school lockers, which can weigh up to 30 pounds each.
And fit approximately one nerd.
To throw 3 of these into space, they need to be moving nearly 3,000 times faster than sound, requiring a throwing force equal to 4 kilotons of TNT.
Damn! Okay, sure, that's not
can't
canon to
look
the
that
comics,
fast.
but his
That's
electromagnetism could play
eyes.
tug of war with Superboy's telekinesis, which can lift 4 million tons. I'm not sure Static can go that far, but if he's anywhere close, it's still higher than throwing some lockers around.
Though despite Static's incredible power, insulators are his kryptonite, and he can run out of juice if he pushes himself too much.
But the guy's one of the coolest superheroes who rarely got his time to shine. Heck, he was good enough to join the Justice League. I think even Virgil himself was shocked to see how cool he really was.
Like a Snoop Lion, right?
Static shock!
Okay.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, all this talking has made me hungry for Blue Apron. Can healthy be
And
delicious?
you know how we do it. Alright, so. Who winning this, bruh?
I ain't backing down from my statement, bruh. They both had incredible feats and stuff like that, but I'm still sticking with Morales. I feel his feats were a little more impressive. Nah, I can't even say that because this nigga can reattach his arm.
That's
Crazy. Oh, I'm gonna stick with Miles. I like Miles.
Right.
To me he's a little bit more likable, so that's why I'm kind of sticking with him. Even though,
you know what's up. I'm going Team Static for the win. Call me DC bias right now. My bad. Always DC for life, bro. I'm going Team Static. But besides that, that nigga powers is tight.
yeah, his powers is crazy. It makes me want to go ahead and read more about him.
Let's get it.
What hood is this?
Whoa! Watch where you're aiming. I got places to be tomorrow. For real? You attack me! Well, I got more than one electric psychopath to keep track of, man.
He's aggressive. They could have did better with this. This doesn't deserve animation.
They should have did some All Might action.
Yeah.
Me? Getting zapped? What's up with that? I call that the sugar touch. I call this my taser punch.
Okay. Ooh, shit.
Wait, what? Keep ticking, keep ticking. Stop sticking, stop sticking. Come on out, Spider Boy. No more flying piece of face. Shoot, that's my ride. Okay, you've got surprises, but so do I.
That's some cheap shit. That's some cheap shit. I ain't never seen Static do that shit.
Oh, not cool. You stupid. All I gotta do is... What? Plasma coil. If you hadn't noticed, this electric biz is kind of my thing. Oh, man.
Double KO.
That was tough.
Looks like we're kicking off this year with a bang.
Boom. Boom.
Poor
Shot
Miles, though.
Honestly, I'm surprised how this turned out. At first glance, Miles appeared to have a good chance of victory.
He was definitely physically stronger than Static. He would have totally won an arm wrestling contest.
But Virgil's overwhelming electric power put him at a level above the young Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, overall Static's feats were way above Spidey's, even when we scaled Miles to classic Peter Parker's biggest feats. Static definitely had the oomph to take Miles out, but Miles had no easy way to get around his force field.
The variety of techniques at Static's disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree, and his speed was so similar to what the spider sense could give Miles that the super radar wasn't that big of a help. Remember, just because he knew an attack was coming didn't always mean he could dodge it in time.
And, well, shockingly, Static only needed to hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles' wall crawling and other abilities. As soon as he got a hold of Miles' bioelectric aura, it was basically all over.
But hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight Electro all the time and they have no problem dealing with him. Why was Static any different?
Simply put, every iteration of Electro pales in comparison. He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly, he's an idiot. This was a fascinating matchup, but... Oh no, not again!
Yay! Mr. Morales put up a jolly good show, and yet Mr. Hawkins had him outdone in breathtaking power, stalwart defense, and veritable versatility.
Oh, he was just miles ahead of him, don't you know?
The victor is Static.
Static Shock.
Hey, thanks for checking out the premiere.
I could respect that.
You want the battle music for yourself?
I thought they was gonna have Spider-Man use like
Here we go.
incredible intelligence.
Sundial
versus who?
Black Canary. All right, we'll touch on that real good because that's gonna be hot, sexy. But
February 9th? Yeesh. Oh, that's coming up quick.
they just like they throwing it out. They on vacation. Nigga. Shit, let's get this shit knocked out next week. What's it? Fine, that is kind of quick. That's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Shit, crazy.
Yo, go ahead. What was you saying?
Nothing. Funk Death Battle. No, I'm playing. Nah, it was. I thought that Spider-Man was gonna use his amazing intelligence and wit to kind of outsmart dude or whatever, but that was not the case. I guess I thought Spider-Man was gonna have it, man. But after looking at the feeds, I was like, okay, he fought electric people before, but I guess Static's Static's electricity is
OP.
Yeah, it's leagues above what Electro can do. All he does is shoot it out, and he ain't manipulating things.
He
like
ain't learning that shit.
Yeah,
he's an idiot. Like they say.
So Static, man. All right,
check this out. That's what's up, bruh. Static Shock just came in and put a shock to Spider-Man's system, y'all. He stood by his logo. He stood by his brand. And Static Shock came in. #1. Once again. Look, this is basically how it goes down.
Oh, yeah,
I think Miles Morales is a great competitor.
They DC fanboys. That's how it goes.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. No, but all honesty. Static Shock, look, I was a little worried because I know Spider Sense and everything like that, but he ain't Peter. Yeah. Even though Miles is smart, he ain't Peter smart. Strategically, from what I know, he ain't at that level. And he is 13. Virgil at 15 was way smarter than Miles at 13. Granted, if they were in their peak, like grown-up men, then I think the outcome would have been a lot different. But Virgil had experienced certain things. I mean, Static Shock, teaming up with, in the Milestone comic book, Static was Icon was Superman, and Static was Spider-Man of that universe. Technically, like as far as you knew, I say the face of Milestone comic was Static, and Icon was the Superman. But anyway, it's just those characters and what they bring to the table was a lot stronger than what Miles is. Miles is a shell of what Peter Parker is, and I'm not disrespecting the character. I'm just saying he's not original. He's not organic. Static is organic, and there's no limit to what you want to do for that character. Because you gotta remember, they're not going to boost Miles up so much where he overshadows Peter.
You ain't lying.
So,
but they said, didn't they say Miles whooped that ass a couple times?
those are different universe Spider-Mans. That ain't the Peter Parker that I know. I don't know personally. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it was him. But that's stupid if it was, because he shouldn't be able to serve up the original Spider-Man. Shouldn't. But static. I mean, electricity, man. I don't play with that. We all know Electro's a fucking idiot, man. Electro's dumb. And when you're able to manipulate your electricity to a feat, like I admire that. Like I love that shit. I love electricity. I think that is probably one of the best power sets besides speed to me.
Really?
I love electricity. I think it's so much you can. It's like when I watched Avatar, and when they were teaching what's his name, Zuko. When he's teaching him how to manipulate the electricity, his Uncle Hyro and she was doing it and shooting electricity at motherfuckers and manipulating it and bring electricity. Just to me, electricity speaks God. When you see Zeus come down with the thunderbolt, and when you able to manipulate that and control it, it's like Raiden and shit and Thor. I just really have a love for that shit. And when I see characters that can do it, besides I was playing about the DC bias, but my gravitational pull will always be to electricity. Any character you say, oh, this motherfucker could manipulate electricity, I'm probably gonna go with the guy that can manipulate that shit. You seen the My Hero Academia movie?
No, not yet.
This nigga, man.
I'm probably gonna see it today, bro. But I was just about to say something about My Hero.
Go ahead.
Low key.
Oh, I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. Go ahead.
No, I'm not thinking what you're
Okay,
thinking.
that's what's up.
This did open my eyes to, electric powers and stuff like that. Especially with the crazy manipulation you can do with it. Because now I look at Endeavor and I'm like, he's a number 2 hero and he does fire.
He's number 1.
Well, he's number 1 now.
Included in the last trailer. You watched the last episode of My Hero?
Not yet, but I've been reading the manga, so
Okay.
I'm up there.
Okay.
I'm superior. And he uses fire, and I used to be like the fire guy. Anybody that have fire in Pokemon, I'm picking Charmander.
Yeah.
But now it's just like it just kind of changes.
Squirtle.
Freak Squirtle. This kind of changes the way I think about these superpowers, these superheroes and stuff like that. Just because you can't really manipulate stuff with fire like that. You'll just burn the shit up. I never seen anybody do anything as creative as this cat did with with fire. You ain't gonna mend no damn arm and
magnetic fields and shit.
Yeah.
Electricity, yeah. There's the electricity. Even in the DC Universe Online video game, like they made electricity a healing power, but when you DPS with electricity, my nigga, you're OP. Nigga, you're electrocuting shit. It can gravitate to everybody. Like put water on the ground, rap. Anything with even metal, rap. You gotta have like straight thick ass plastic to stop that shit. Otherwise, it's going through that too. But I thought you was gonna say this. It's ironic to me that My Hero has the same type of villain as Virgil had in Static Shock. What's old boy name that makes portals?
I forgot.
Remember Bakugo grabbed that nigga by the throat and he couldn't teleport?
Yeah.
Virgil got the same villain. It's Rubber Man's big
yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Same color too.
Yeah.
No credit. Stole that brother's identity, bruh, put it in My Hero. Same color, same ability, bruh. Going to dimensional warping and shit. And you can't see their face.
Yep.
Stole a shit. Shout out to Death Battle for bringing that to my eyes.
Did you ever see his face?
Only before.
Yeah, before. Okay,
Yeah.
They showed him before, but now he's just.
But once he got turned into it, that was it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's what Rubber Man was serving Virgil up. He couldn't do nothing with that nigga, man. Motherfucking Dwayne Wayne at fucking Different Worlds voicing Rubber Band Man. But nah, I think it was cool. Just to put a little taste on this one, man, I think that they didn't do this video much justice. Felt like it was rushed. I thought the battle could have been more in depth and visually better. And that music was trash. I'm just saying.
What?
Yeah, it was forced hip hop.
I enjoyed the music a little bit.
Black on black crime.
I thought it was decent.
Okay, yeah.
It was decent. It fit. It wasn't nothing like, crazy. It fit the whole situation. Dude was tongue twisting and stuff on the record and whatnot. And I actually like the animation. I feel that it was a little bit rushed, but I do like that sprite animation that they do.
Figures.
It's dope to me. It's
Look.
16. It's nostalgic.
Look, man.
But I would rather them put a little more into it. Like, what was it? Nigga from Killer Instinct, TJ Combo and Bullrog, some animation like that, or when they had the Hulk go against who was that?
Doomsday.
That the animation on those were like fire. And I feel like something like this, I don't know. I don't think this would have benefited from something like that. I think that it has to be other characters, because I don't think they would have been able to do that electricity manipulation and have this out in a timely manner. That's probably why they went.
Well, obviously that.
Yeah.
But why y'all do us like that? They did Black Panther like that too. We don't get visuals. Too real. Yeah, but yeah, it was. Nah. I thought the music was weak though. I was like, man, what is this in the background? It just didn't. I think that. I guess visually, for me, seeing these two guys in video games, animation, things in that sense, I can see them not being in 16 bits. You know what I mean? Because we already seen Miles in the video games.
Yeah.
And we've seen Virgil on TV. Cartoons.
He was on. Oh, okay.
Was he in a video game?
I don't think so. If it
Was he in
maybe it was
Injustice?
a cameo. Maybe, I don't know.
Was he in Injustice?
Injustice? Nah.
He wasn't in Injustice.
Nah. He was never in Injustice.
Was anybody black in Injustice?
A Blue Beetle. Well,
He's Hispanic.
Yeah. Nigga from Teen Titans. Wasn't he in there?
Oh, no.
Cyborg.
Cyborg and Firestorm.
Yeah.
I think he do.
And the Joker.
Yeah, he black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He a nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but that's basically the verdict of that. Now we got this new one. Let's talk about this real quick. Black Canary versus Sindel. I like calling Sindel.
See, where does Black Canary come from?
DC.
I don't know shit about Black Canary. I know about Sindel because I grew up playing the Mortal Kombat games.
She hot, bro.
I know her fatalities and what she's capable of doing. So I guess what they both have
Sonar, screaming,
Yes.
projectile that rip the skin off your body. I think
This
we're
is
gonna
gonna
agree.
be
I think we're
tough.
gonna agree on this one. But go ahead.
You think we gonna agree?
I think we're gonna agree on this one.
I gotta go with DC, bro.
Oh, nigga. What is wrong with you?
Because DC's characters are OP, bro. They gonna
Nigga,
put.
sit
They
down,
gonna.
nigga. Shao Kahn's wife, my nigga. She's finna kill this bitch.
No, they gonna pull out some ridiculous feat that she's done. That some other
What? Wear
writer.
stockings?
I don't know what they gonna do. I don't know nothing about
This
Black
bitch
Canary,
got
man.
fatalities.
So does
She ain't got that shit. She ain't been tested to be at that level. My
ain't-
bad.
Okay, no, you didn't do nothing. Not a dust particle flew on my
Okay.
sheet.
I've been cleaning.
Oh,
You crazy.
now I want to go with Sindel. That's who I want to go with, but I feel
Go with your
like
heart.
that's what I did with them, and you see what happened with
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
you went thinking with your head.
Funky eyes, Sindel, man, because
Nah,
that's who
you
I
black
would go
Canary.
with.
You bet. Well, freak.
That's
Mortal
what I would
Kombat,
go
bro.
with, just because I know that character. I like that character. Sindel's dope.
But I see your strategy. You're thinking, okay, Death Battle likes to favor comic books.
Not necessarily. Well, comic books have so many different writers, so they give them these different feats. What if they pull like one of her? They usually pull the strongest powers that they have in every universe and like combine it and then go off that logic. So I'm thinking maybe one writer made this beach defeat Superman or whoever.
Nah, never.
I don't know.
Never.
So Thinking
She
they
can
might pull
scream.
something.
She can scream, but the thing about this one is, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why I'm going with Sindel. Mortal Kombat, and she has no limits to how ruthless she can be in this battle.
True.
At the end of the day, Black Canary is still a hero, and there is some part of remorse to say, maybe I can save this person. And I think that's gonna be the downfall of her. Sindel's there to kill, my nigga. That's the queen, bro.
She's gonna do a babality on her. Turn that beach into a baby.
Oh man, it's gonna be hot, bro.
Well, I wonder if they gonna utilize all that stuff.
Leggings,
Babality,
tits, man.
brutality, animality.
They gotta do Sindel wins. Like they gotta do that shit. It just has to be done.
If she wins.
I think she's gonna win.
I hope so. That's what I'm rooting for, but I'm gonna take Black Canary on this. But I'm hoping Sindel wins.
Trying to play both sides of the field. Damn.
No, my money's on Black Canary, but I'm hoping Sindel wins. But I'm not playing both sides.
My money is all in Sindel for this. Mortal Kombat, bro, hands down. If they had picked somebody up like Black Canary, she don't even have the fight techniques like Sindel has, man. Nah, bro. Nah. I think the threats that she has to deal with is way more vital than what Black Canary going through, man. Nah, she's a swinger,
yeah,
bro.
Cause she in what is it? Outworld? Is that where they at?
Who?
Sindel?
Yeah, something like that, man.
Yeah, they in Outworld. They got all them demons and
shit and devils
yeah,
and shit.
they got all that stuff.
And she ruling them.
You got Reptile running around somewhere, blending in to some shit.
And she's their queen.
Mm-hmm. Got Baraka's ugly ass over there.
Oh, Charles Barkley looking niggas. Alright, y'all. That's the reaction, discussion. That's the talk, man. Tell me who you thought was going to win. Spider-Man or Static Shock. Put a shock to your system. And I would love to know who you guys think going to win on this next one. Black Canary or Sindel, man.
Oh, and that's coming soon.
Yeah.
In like 2 or 3 Mondays from now.
What's today? Today's the 27th. In 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank my boy Knox for coming through. Shout out to you, bro. And I want to know what you guys thought. And if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. Thumbs the video up. Don't forget to share. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. J3.
Knox.
We out.